Welcome back to Living 808. Now, in Hawaii, back to school for 7th graders also means back to the doctor's office first. And here to talk about the school entry requirements parents need to know is Dr. Nathan Tan, Deputy State Epidemiologist from the Hawaii Department of Health. Aloha.
Aloha. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's important. I mean, summer, it flew by and it's already time for back to school. So let's talk about 7th graders in particular. What are some of the required immunizations?
Yeah, so talking about requirements for 7th grade, we're all familiar with kind of the early childhood immunizations, right? We're parents, we go ahead to the doctor's office and get our kids vaccinated. There are similar requirements for entry into the 7th grade. We have 3 vaccines that are required, and these are largely to supplement and complement the early childhood vaccinations. The first one is HPV. This stands for human papillomavirus vaccine. This is a safe and effective vaccine that helps protect against an infection that causes cancer. So it's a great vaccine. The second one is meningococcal conjugated vaccine. It's easier to remember as MCV. This is a vaccine that helps protect against meningococcal bacteria. This is a bacteria that causes meningitis, it's an infection around the brain and spinal cord, and that's a bad place to get an infection. It oftentimes results in someone winding up in the hospital, and in really severe cases, people can die from it. The last one is the tetanus diphtheria pertussis booster. It's probably easier to remember as Tdap. This is a booster that helps your immune system remember germs that people were vaccinated against as part of their early childhood vaccination series.
Okay.
So those are the 3 vaccines that are required for 7th grade.
Good to know. And why those 3 vaccines? Why are those ones required?
Well, these vaccines were chosen because they're important. They're important for the health of the student. They're important for the students that are around that child, and they also make for a safe learning environment. So let me kind of explain, give an example of one of them, like meningococcal vaccine, the MCV vaccine. That infection can make people really sick. As I mentioned previously, they can wind up in the hospital. In the best case scenario, that's all that happens, but in the worst case scenario, they can die. And that bacteria does have the ability to spread, in some cases, from person to person, and it affects young people. It can kill young people. So, we've all been through that experience where, in COVID recently, like, we have to make that decision, like, okay, well, do I want to put my child's life at risk if there's something bad happening, there's something spreading at school? In a similar kind of scenario, we want to protect that. We don't want that to happen. We want to create a safe learning environment. And I would say the other one for the HPV vaccine, this is a vaccine that prevents cancer, but to work, you need to give it before the infection takes place. We know cancer is a serious thing, and it's our responsibility as parents and guardians to make sure that we don't want to feel that regret that maybe we should have given them that vaccine so that they didn't get that cancer.
And something that is so quick and accessible.
Absolutely.
I actually know someone who, it was his freshman year in college, he got meningitis and ended up, and it was one of those things, they thought he was just sick, he lost both of his legs. So, I mean, something like that, I mean, when you talk about something spreading, it's so awful. And so, when you talk about vaccines, especially nowadays, post-pandemic, I feel like there's such polarization, but I mean, it is something so simple that could, I mean, not only potentially save your life, but also save from other major complications. So let's talk about, though, when you talk about complications, let's talk about the other side. Let's talk about some side effects associated with these ones.
Yeah, so I think the thing to remember, these vaccines are very safe and they're very effective. They're very effective. We kind of forget how effective they are. But in terms of their safety, really the most common side effect people might experience might be a little bit of pain or redness, some discomfort at the injection site. That's really the sign that your body's responding to the vaccine and that it's working. So if you feel that, you should be reassured, like, it's okay, the vaccine's working. That local reaction will resolve in a matter of a few days, and so it's nothing to worry about. like many medications and foods, there is some very small potential to cause a serious allergic reaction. So just to be aware of that. When I say serious allergic reaction, that has potential to, if you had that allergic reaction, you might wind up in the emergency room. The thing to remember is that it's very treatable. And, this is not something that's permanent. When we treat it, we get through that reaction, you're fine. If you've ever had a serious allergic reaction before, particularly to one of the vaccines, then I would discuss it with the healthcare provider and make some decisions about what to do at that point. But again, just the thing to remember, that is a very rare occurrence. If it does happen, we can treat it. These vaccines are very safe and effective.
Okay, and for those that want to learn more information about the requirements for heading back to school, where can we go for more info?
Yeah, so I think the best place to get information is to make an appointment to see your healthcare provider. They're really a trusted source of information, have this discussion about these required vaccines and making arrangements to get them. Another place you can go to is just online. We have a vaxtoschoolhawaii.com website that can provide more information. vaxtoschoolhawaii.com.
Perfect. And we'll have a link to their website on our website at KH22.com so you can link over. But again, especially if you have Keiki heading into 7th grade, these are things you need to know and need to take care of. So again, head over to the website and we'll have all the info. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Anytime. It's good to know, especially I can't believe it's already back to school.
Crazy
Time
how fast,
flies.
Yeah, that summer flies by.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, we are talking travel. Now, you can go to Japan without the hassle to play.